How lovely.
Okay, your youngest daughter she wrote you some stuff for the special day. And I, as the son in the family, am going to read this to you. Okay, you didn't realize I was your son, did you? You thought I was just the MC of this wonderful show, waiting for a day. But I am your son, too. As silly as I am. Palmdale was her place to grow. And there were times in the desert, oh yes, there were, chasing rabbits in the middle of the night in the old Chevy. You remember that?
Certainly.
Or was it chasing boys in the middle of the night with the old Chevy? In any case, there were high times. Yes, there were high times. As you all know, our queen met her prince, Prince Charles, down at the Los Angeles train depot. When she accepted his offer of marriage, they became a royal couple indeed. And you know what? I think the prince should be up here also. What do you think about that?
Yes.
Come on. Here. Not a very princely chair, but there you are.
Since we do everything together.
Well, you know, family is our queen's joy, and the queen is a real joy to her family. Our magnanimous queen loves to prepare meals for family and friends. Everyone is sure to be there if Queen Dorothy is cooking. Most of us will never forget her spaghetti dinners. Who had the heart to tell her she forgot the plates down at the farm? She once delivered twins while waiting on the restaurant to prepare her meal. Is that true? Did you really do that? Do you remember delivering twins while waiting on the restaurant?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you remember doing that? Do we,
I
this
never
is
went
kind of
back.
dirty.
I never.
We don't have one that isn't dirty.
Never went back to that restaurant again either.
You never went back.
No.
Besides her renown for cooking, our queen is also known for her swimming prowess. She's quite the swimmer. Who can forget the home movie of her at Borrego Springs? How proud we are of her efforts. Family tradition has it that she set a new world's record. Surely hers was the fastest face dip ever recorded. Do you remember that?
I certainly do.
Did you get your nose good and wet on
I
that
got my
face
nose
dip?
wet, but I never got the top of my head.
Never the top of your head.
No, it didn't go clear under.
Our queen is quite the happy shopper when it comes to buying gifts for those she loves. And we love those gifts too, by the way.
I'm glad.
She loves playing her piano, and we love to listen. Are you still tinkling the keys?
Oh, yes.
Well, our queen is or are you just tinkling?
That's
Okay.
more like it.
While our queen is known for her courage under fire, there have been times which have truly tested her fortitude. Once a young suitor came calling while he stood at the door knocking. Our brave queen could be seen fleeing out the back door. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
What can you tell us about that?
Well, he came to pick me up and I panicked because I really didn't want to go with him that night. There was another fellow I wanted to go with and he didn't ask me.
Was it this young man over here?
You mean Wayne?
No! Your husband, your king!
I know you like Wayne.
Your king!
No, I haven't met him yet.
There have been so many people, haven't there? Tell us the truth. Anyway, and then there was the time her youngest granddaughter, Amber, caught her fingers in the hide of
Oh,
bed.
yeah. Horrible.
In response to the child's screams of pain, what did you do?
I panicked. I didn't want to stand there in that living room
That's
while you
right.
guys are bending her arm every which way and hand to get her out of there. So I ran out the back door as fast as I could go.
You ran out the door. That's exactly, she's telling the truth.
Out to the barn.
Out to the barn.
With my arms flying in the air and yelling, God help her, help
But you know
her.
what? Your daughter, Donna, she thought you ran all the way to the barn where no doubt you hidden your first aid manual. That's what you did.
Oh, that was a pretty good idea you had there.
Our queen served her community both as a Sunday school teacher and a Campfire Girls leader.
Right on.
And now is that Wohelo? Is that Campfire Girl?
Wohelo.
Wohelo! Let's hear it. You were in Oakland? We gotta hear it the way it is. That's right.
Wohelo parade.
Whoa!
Wohelo. Wohelo parade.
That's right. She plays a mean game of hearts. And let me tell you, if you've ever seen her around the table playing spoons, look out. She'll get you. Anyway, that's from your daughter, Donna.
That's
Isn't
very
that sweet?
good, Donna.
And now,
Very good.
I'd like to introduce the oldest one in the family of the children. Here she is. She can still walk. It's Rolleen.
She never pooped out at all, did she? She's still going strong.
I am. Well, my glasses keep falling
Yeah,
out of
I
my
see
head.
that.
I don't know if I can, yeah, I think I can. Okay, I thought of all of the things that, I kind of made up a list of all of the things that Mom brings to mind when I think of Mom. And I went back to my earliest memories of her, and I think the thing that I remember the earliest of Mom that I just cherished all these years, and I don't even know if she knows it, is how she used to make mud pies in the backyard with me. And she had the whole backyard set up with all these like pretend stove with a, I think there was an oven with a door, and then there was a sink with running water even. I think it was a hose or something, but it was terrific. And then I found out today that your grandchildren even remember that. Of you. And that said that she remembered it.
My children were raised on mud pies, yes.
Yes. And I thought of bringing in a big thing of mud.
They were
and having
good.
Mom make them with me, but I was afraid to get all over my wrist, so I didn't do it.
Tastes like dirt.
My mom always made us toe the line.
I
She's pretty
hope so.
strict. She was pretty strict. I mean, she was pretty loving too, but strict. And if we didn't toe the line, she used to pinch us right here, right in this tender part of your arm, really hard, or chase us around with this fly swatter.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
It's a good
that
one.
was what she
Had to
liked.
be a wire one. though.
Now, when I think of Mom, I think of parties. I think of parties when I think of Mom. And she's been responsible for so many great parties that we've had through the years. One time she had the kids on the farm pretend like they had a restaurant, and we came to the restaurant, all of the parents. So Amber, Lynette, and David were the hostess. Amber's still a hostess. We got her started on earlier. And they were waiters and waitresses, and it was, I can't remember the name of the restaurant. You, Mom?
No, I don't, but it was a good
It
one.
was a cute one, it really was. And then there was a time, she had an international type dinner where every room was a different type, like one room was Japanese and we sat on the floor, and then another room was Mexican, I think, and we just did all these different international dinners. We've had Hawaiian luau's, hard luck parties, Mexican piñata parties. For so many, picking the lifesaver, men wearing women's clothing and women wearing men's clothing, the suitcase game, the nylon ball hanging between the legs, winning scavenger hunts, the dime between the knees and the quarter in the eye, watching a washroom squat and drop it in this pot, feeding each other ice cream blindfolded, scooping up cotton balls blindfolded and putting them on a pie tin on her head, pin the tail on the donkey, except Mom used to play this really awful game where she would blindfold us and we'd hold our finger out. She'd say, just hold your finger out and see if you can get the donkey, you know, on the tail of the donkey. And we'd go like this, and then she'd have a thing of Noxema, and we'd stick our finger in. It felt so gross. Then there was, sometimes at Halloween we played this game where I didn't remember this, Lynette said on the farm she'd have us go into a dark closet, and she'd hand us these parts of animal guts to feel and try to decide what it was. And all kinds of weird things. Actually, I don't think they were animal guts. They were something like it.
Yeah, it feel like it.
Okay.
Liver and